Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams to all the devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
So, would you like to recollect the Nishtha chapter, whatever you can recall? Any one point?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
I will just try, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
I've noted down. Yeah. Nishtha, in the stage before coming to Nishtha, there are some obstacles like Laya, Vikshepa, Aprapti, then like Kashaya, Rasaswada, and Nishtita Bhakti is of two types. One is like Bhakti itself, Bhakti when performing Bhakti directly, and the other is concerning elements favorable to Bhakti, and Bhakti directly, that means steadiness in three basic divisions like bodily, vocal, and mental. It will vary from devotee to devotee. One devotee may be steady in bodily aspects, one will be steady in vocal, or one may be in mental. It depends upon the potency of the devotee. Apart from that, there is the other division of Nishtha, Nishtika Bhakti, which is concerning elements favorable to Bhakti. These elements are humility, giving mercy, respect, control senses, friendliness, etc. This may be more visible in a devotee, but it cannot be considered as bhakti, but it may be favorable for the devotee to advance in bhakti. This is what we discussed, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. That was a nice summarization. Just 1 or 2 points. Would anyone like to make some additions or changes to what we just heard? Okay. So, you rightly said there are two divisions in estimating a devotee, whether he has reached Nishtha or not. One is that in terms of bhakti process itself, how much they have advanced. And the other one is not in the bhakti primarily, but in qualities that are favorable to the development of bhakti. So here it is split into two. And some devotees who we consider as advanced in bhakti may not manifest the elements favorable, like you listed out, tolerance, humility, giving respect, not expecting honor from others, such qualities. But they may be advanced in devotion. You may find another devotee who may have all these qualities because of having better sense control, mind control, and all that. They manifest these qualities, but they may not be that much advanced in bhakti. Acharya says one should remember very well two important things. One is that if a person advances in bhakti, these qualities are automatically going to manifest in him. They will manifest in him. That means if we don't observe those qualities in a person who is advanced in devotion, it could be that the person is hiding those qualities. For his own reasons, he is hiding those qualities. And the other case where you find he has these qualities, but doesn't seem to have advanced in devotion, one conclusion is that definitely he has advanced because he is manifesting these qualities, but he is not displaying his devotion openly for his own reasons. There is one more way of looking at it. That means a person has the qualities that are favorable for bhakti, but he doesn't have the bhakti. It is in that case, it is possible that he doesn't have those qualities. We may be thinking that he has those qualities, but he may not have, because without bhakti, if one displays these qualities, this is simply manorathena sadita bhatobhahi. It is truly not the true quality, the transcendental quality. This is just a material quality that may come and go. So, like this, there are some discussions. I've been reading one more book on the same topic. There I find this further analysis. So, ultimately, for us as sadhakas, the ideal approach would be not to judge others. Where we have to necessarily judge, then we have to do that. But other times, we can consider someone who is displaying those qualities that they must have bhakti also. Or someone has bhakti but is not displaying those qualities, you can assume that for some reason he is not displaying that qualities. So having said that, when it comes to our own self, when we try to evaluate ourselves, it is always safer to think that because I have not developed those qualities of compassion, mercy, giving honor, tolerance, peace of mind, etc., I am yet to go a long way in developing my bhakti. For ourselves, we have to be a little harsh and always think that I have a long way to go. But at the same time, by this division, we get an important lesson. That lesson is our primary focus for advancing will be bhakti itself, not the qualities favorable for development of bhakti, the primary focus. Secondary focus can be on those qualities, like I just now said. Because I don't have the secondary qualities, it means I must not have advanced. I am thinking I'm advanced, but actually I am yet to advance. Like that, it can help us to develop a sense of humility. But when it comes to focusing, where should I focus? Should I focus my bhakti or should I focus on elements favorable to bhakti? The answer is very unequivocal. The focus is very much on bhakti. Because as bhakti grows, these qualities will naturally grow. So that is the correct approach to understanding. The second point, what you mentioned about body, words, and mind. Bhakti develops in these three aspects. One's body will display bhakti, one's words will display bhakti, and mind will display bhakti. It is not necessary that all these three will happen simultaneously. And some group says, first it will come in the body, then it will come in the words, finally it will come in the mind. That Nishtha Bhakti, it will develop in this order. Other people say, not necessary. It may develop in any order, depending on the potency of a particular devotee. So here also, it doesn't develop simultaneously in all three. and there is no particular order also. All these things help us in one way, at least this is how I see it, that we don't judge devotees. Because it may be anyway in anyone. A very advanced devotee in our undeveloped eyes may appear to be not very much developed, whereas a person who is not really developed may appear as very developed in our eyes. So we can save ourselves from aparad by understanding that these are very difficult aspects to judge. And Chakravarti Pad says a person who is already in the Nishtha stage can recognize another person in the Nishtha stage. And then he can judge whether he has advanced in bhakti proper or he has advanced in qualities favorable to bhakti. Such a person will be doing. For other people, it may be difficult. Would you like to make some comments? Devotees?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have a general doubt, Prabhuji. Shall I ask?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Prabhuji, when we say that we should not judge, what comes under the purview of judging, Prabhuji? Discussing something that we felt bad within our partners, among our partners, if we are not feeling comfortable about that, also is included in judging. And at the same time, when we say judging, we should not judge devotees only, or anybody who is not in the devotion path, in our relatives, that those people are also included in non-judgment, Prabhuji. That is, we should not judge them also. How should we look at it, Prabhuji?
Good question, Mataji. These are questions that should be always in our mind because we know that aparad means very serious. Even anarthas are not that serious. Aparad can destroy our devotional life, maybe for many lifetimes also. So aparad is considered very serious. And we also saw until one reaches advanced stages of prema, the traces of aparad may still be affecting that person, his devotional life. Whereas anarthas and all we saw, they live in various stages. By the time one reaches ruchi or asakti or even nishtha, anarthas go away. But aparads, they continue at the bhava stage and even at the prema stage until they cling to the lotus feet of Krishna. That's what Chakravarti Path says. So these are aspects to which we should apply our mind with a lot of seriousness. So one answer that straight away comes is we don't judge unless we have a duty to judge. We have a need to judge. Otherwise, we don't judge at all. Rather, we only practice to observe good qualities in others. Good qualities in others. We don't see the bad qualities. And for that reason, we don't begin to judge them or even mentally start criticizing them. Everyone has got good qualities. If my mind goes towards a bad quality, I can think that I have the mentality of a housefly or a crow, that my mind straight away lands on something that is not very nice. So that way, we can avoid having to judge unless I have a need. So one case where there is a need is you have been given the responsibility to lead some people. Then you are, as a leadership position, you have to help them to advance. Then you have to find fault. But even there, caution is to be exercised that unless that person wants to be corrected, to be guided, or the faults to be told to him, then you don't do. So you have to find out what is the ability of the person to take criticism. Number two, in giving that feedback of negative qualities, you have to examine yourself. Does it give me some kind of a pleasure to find fault and speak about it to someone? Then you have to be very careful, then you better not do it. So many caveats are there when it comes to finding fault and talking about it. And about giving feedback, of course, this is there in management philosophy also. We have similar things here, that we don't do it in the presence of others. We do it privately, and we do it in a way that the person doesn't get offended. They say there's a sandwich principle. Sandwich principle means first you tell 5 good points about the person. Then you say, maybe in this one area, there is some scope for you to improve further so that your services will be much more appreciated, like that. And then again list 5 good qualities of the person. So good qualities on top, good qualities on bottom. These are the bread slices. And inside you put the sandwich. That is the criticism in a way that he won't even feel that it's a criticism. So that is one. And number two, the other point that we have to remember is, if you find a devotee having some qualities which you want to avoid, then, and if you have to necessarily have an association with the devotee, you can still, only that aspect, the bhakti aspect of the person, you can interact with him. But when the negative qualities come, you can distance yourself without having to speak about it. Or if you have a real problem with someone, then mentally you have to offer respect to that person, but you can keep a distance. Like some devotees, there may be that they want to discuss material things, they may want to do gossip about politics or other aspects, then you have to keep distance. It is said about one of the Goswamis, Raghunatha Bhatta Goswami, he will never hear criticism of anyone. If such a thing is being aired, if someone is talking, he will leave the place immediately. He will only want to hear good things about others. So these are all qualities we can learn from others. These are very essential for the development of bhakti. Even a very advanced devotee could fall down because of aparadha. And we really do not know how long it will take to once again come back to the proper line. Because the Lord covers it. Like I told in a previous class, it is like having a bank account with a lot of money in it, but suddenly you forgot that you have such a bank account. You have forgot not only the account number you have simply forgot that you have a bank account. So for you, as good as it does not exist. All the sukriti, all the bhakti that you have already accumulated, that may not be accessible to you until you become free from all of this. So having said all these things, the most important thing for us is that we learn to look at the good things in others. Good things in others. Instead of focusing on the negative, don't find fault. We can develop this amazing quality of finding good in others. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the Daksha Yajna pastime, it is mentioned, Sati tells Daksha that Lord Shiva is so wonderful that he finds only good in others. He doesn't find fault in others at all. He finds good in others and he magnifies that. That is why the worst asuras and demons also go to Lord Shiva and take blessings from him. They take boons from him because Lord Shiva, not only is he easily pleased, but he doesn't find fault with others. He doesn't simply see those qualities. And who is Lord Shiva? He is the same Lord Vishnu. He is not a Jiva Tattva. Unlike Brahma, who is a Jiva Tattva. Lord Shiva is Vishnu himself, but we don't call him Vishnu Tattva. We call him Shiva Tattva for specific reasons, because he allows himself to be covered by the 3 modes for the purpose of creation. But he's the most merciful, Vaishnavanam Yata Sambhu. So we can learn from him these qualities. Is it okay, Mataji? And when you spoke about judging non-devotees also, In fact, how can we judge someone as a non-devotee? Even that is very. So there is no need
Hare
to
Krishna,
be.
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, I understood whatever you said, Prabhuji. When I was saying non-devotees is like they're not involved in ISKCON or even our relatives. Like what happens now, Prabhuji? My present situation is that someone in our relatives, the children who are starting to earn, they are getting into the corporate world. Some of them come to our house to start something depending upon us, and they don't have much of speaking abilities, or they don't reciprocate when we do something for them and all. I came to know today how much of ego we have. Like I have, like we expect so much things when we do something for others. We want reciprocation, Prabhuji. And it says, na Prabhuji, in Adhik Mas that you should not criticize. But somehow or the other, we have these feelings in our heart and we want to share it with somebody who's close to us, na Prabhuji. And also, at the same time, if they are doing some mistake and they are younger to us, we feel like discussing it to the person concerned who might guide them in that way, because it is causing a little bit of inconvenience to us or whoever, wherever he or she goes to them. So to avoid that, so that is why I asked Roji. So even that discussion, I just had a discussion like that before the class, Roji. So when you brought this point up, that's what came into my mind. So will that also be an offense, Prabhuji, especially in Adhik Mas? That's what I wanted to know.
Very, very nice of you to bring up these points, Mataji. It's actually, ultimately, it is our intention that matters a lot. Like if you are in a temple and the temple is very crowded and everybody is dancing, off and on, your foot will touch someone else, or someone's foot will touch you. Then immediately, in a hurry, they will, the automatic process of either saying sorry or touching the other person, touching to the forehead. So that such things are not really offense. Of course, it's a good spirit to have that I should not touch anyone with my foot because Paramatma is there in everyone. But that kind of fear we need not entertain, like in the case of young relatives who need guidance, and with all good intentions, you give them that advice. But then you learn if they don't want it, you see it from their facial expression, from their behavior, and then you stop it. It is not that I have started, I will finish. At any point of time, we can stop saying it out. So these things we learn from practice, but the essential lesson takeaway for us is that we don't find fault with others mentally, verbally, or by action. So uh, if we want to give that feedback to that person, we should know where do we stand. Is it our role to give that feedback? And is the person receptive to that feedback? If it is not my role, we can keep away. But if you still feel that I would really like to give in the best interest of the other person, that is good. Then you have to see whether that person really will take it from you, or you can give it to a person, as you were just now saying, who will be in a better position to give that feedback. We don't find pleasure in finding fault with others and then sharing it with third parties. There is no such desire in us. So that way, to take it deeply into our heart, we will mostly be free from offenses. We don't have to worry on very, very petty matters. But we should remember that this is a crucial area where we can overcome this deficiency by learning to find good in others and praising it also. Not just see good and just keep it to yourself. Then you have to praise it. And actually, this is also said to be an aspect of giving feedback. If you are giving feedback to someone, oh, you gave a good lecture, or you did something very nicely, that is not considered as a good feedback. The feedback is you have to very specifically say what you liked in that lecture or in that particular activity, what really appealed to you. That specific kind of appreciation needs to be given, not just vague kind of feedback. So this is also one of the things of giving feedback. Otherwise, you can glorify someone so much for a small thing that makes that person proud, and you are guiding them towards a fall down. So we don't have to give such feedback. Exuberant. Oh, you are the greatest devotee I ever met. That kind of feedback is not really warranted. Depending on the time, place, circumstances, appropriate feedback should be given. Is it okay, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So, in
Hare
summary,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji,
Mataji.
sorry, Prabhuji, to disturb you. Prabhuji, one small doubt I have regarding that Laya Prabhuji falling asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some like all these other things, a person in Nishta will must have crossed all these obstacles. But although I am far away, I realize that I have lot of long way to go. I feel I have a doubt, Prabhuji. Does it mean that these are only obstacles, and it is for a person who is still in the stage of anartha nivritti, and those who have already achieved nishta? Does it mean that that devotee will never fall asleep during kirtan, or it he might have risen early in the morning for
Yeah.
Mangalarti and all these things? Sometimes he may fall asleep, no, Prabhuji.
Yes. Yes. That is
So
why
this is for a person who
criteria
is in
are
an.
not for judging others, it's for judging ourselves only. And
Yes.
very, very rightly, when you say someone has been kept awake for 2 days, 3 days, working on a major project, and they're really tired, and beyond their control, they fall asleep. It can happen to a very advanced devotee also. But routinely, you open the Bhagavatam or you sit in a class and you immediately fall asleep, then there is a clear indication that you lack taste. Correct? Taste. So actually, Nishta is one stage prior to Ruchi. So Nishta means Ruchi has not yet appeared, but your bhakti has become steady. Right? So because these clear distinctions are made, otherwise I would have told you, oh, because you have got Ruchi, you will not fall asleep. Because you have got the taste. Right? Because you are enjoying what you are hearing or speaking, then you are not likely to fall asleep. So because you lack interest in that subject matter, you fall asleep. That is, by and large, it's a correct judgment, correct, when it comes to ourselves. But as you say, for another person, you always give the benefit of doubt that this person must have reasons why they are not able to control their sleep in this situation. That would be okay. Is it right, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. I too felt that, Prabhuji. There could be some reason why
There could be some reason.
devotees fall asleep. Yeah, they
That,
might be in
that
Nishta.
will protect you a lot, because it
Yes.
always happen. See, someone is late for a meeting and he says, see, so many people are waiting. This person is thinking himself so great and he's coming late. What does he think of himself? When suddenly our mind will go into so many tangential thoughts. But if you ask that person, then they have really a serious issue. The very fact that they're sitting in the meeting must be something, they have left so many urgent things and they have come to the meeting, but in the process they got delayed. It could be. So, giving the benefit of doubt is a great way to avoid offenses. We can always think of such things, and we can share with each other. Something will work for someone. But giving benefit of doubt can be practiced. I have practiced and I have found great benefit from that. The first thing you should do is give benefit of doubt. The moment your mind begins to, become critical, do that. Give the benefit of doubt. Then suddenly, the steam is off. Steam is off. You're very less likely to commit an offense. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
And I before going to the next chapter, I want to read the summary of this chapter. The last paragraph is a summary, and it says one should understand that the laxity or intensity of effort in the matters of devotional activities, such as hearing and chanting. This is, we are talking about Nishtha. Nishtha stage, the, uh, the, the hearing and chanting significantly. That is a part what happens in the Nishtha stage. So when they become a fixed practice, what becomes a fixed practice? Either laxity or intensity. Someone has been in the movement for 20 years, but their effort was lax. And someone who came to the movement barely 2 years ago, but their effort was intense. What will happen? The person whose effort was intense, they will have the steady quality in their nishtha. Whereas a person, even after 20 years, if they have been lax in their efforts, then the nishtha will be anishtita only. It won't be steady. So this is the ultimate thing. Because nishtha is one stage we have to cross before we start truly tasting the fruits of bhakti. Until we reach that nishtha stage, we are in the anartha nivritti stage. When so many anarthas, they are coming out and they are leaving you. And so you are having pain. Oh, this anartha, when it will go. You are not relishing the bhakti so much. You are more concerned about your anarthas. So that is the point. But we have to remember, we better cultivate the habit of intense effort now only. Now only. This is a warning that the Chakravarti Path gives. If you think, oh, I have done 20 years, if I do maybe 30 years, my Nishtita Bhajana will come. I will get Nishtha. But no. Nishtha will not come simply as a matter of time. Nishtha will come as a matter of the degree of intensity with which you do your sadhana. So this is the last para. I would like to read for myself again and again and again to understand simply putting ears is not enough. But being focused on the intensity of practice is very, very important. Each of us can question ourselves and see how much intensity they can bring. When I think about myself, there is so much more intensity I can bring into my sadhana. There is so much I have missed out, even though among all of us, I must be considered very senior. But I fully realize that I missed the bus in that sense, that where I could have brought a lot of intensity, I have been lax. So what could be this intensity of bhajana, what we could do? One best thing I will recommend for all of you is to maintain a diary. Best thing. In the diary, you note down, either you sit in the morning or sit in the evening, but you note down how the day went or how you propose to use the day. Review it every day. Review it every day. Once a day or twice a day. If you can do that, how many rounds I chanted at one stretch, what was the quality of my chanting, what time to what time I chanted, what did I hear, what did I read, what kind of interaction I had with devotees, we can write. And we can also write negative. How much of asatsanga I engaged in, how much of gossip I did, how much of unwanted activities I did. This can also be part of your diary. Very quickly, you will see bad things are leaving you, good things. But this is called intensity. That intensity of effort will give you nishtha quickly. It is not a matter of, oh, Prabhu, you have been there so many years. I came only now. It's not like that. That simply by putting here, somebody gets that. But if we seriously desire that we should get prema, then we should reach nishtha quickly. We should not delay the arrival of nishtha in our spiritual life. It's almost like midway, right? Nishtha. Almost like midway. But from here only, your raga starts. Raga means attraction to the Lord. It starts from here. Okay. So is there anything you would like to say, devotees? Would you like to speak about your own experience also?
Spiritual. It will become.
Yes, Mataji, Meenakshi.
I said it will become spiritual journaling, Prabhuji. Like journaling has caught up a lot. So yes, Prabhuji, we
Yeah,
should take out time.
very, very good. That means you are serious about your goal. Otherwise, you have 100 goals. This is just one of the goals. It's not your Anya Bilashita Sunyam. This is one of the things I am doing. Then it is lax. It is intense when this is my only goal. Then you are ready to do anything what is required for it. Yes. Who else wanted to speak? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Ah,
Today itself only, I was talking to Krishna Prabhuji. Just I will maintain one Purushottam diary so that I can write positives and negatives, whatever I did positive things and whatever I did negative, so that I can analyze my own activities in this at least 1 month. At least
wonderful.
1 month I can track my activities. So I was thinking of this today itself, Prabhuji. So you told in the class.
Wonderful. I guarantee it will produce tremendous results. If we can simply maintain this, even a desire to maintain it is greatly powerful. If we can really do it, there is nothing equal to that. The second thing, what you can do is you maintain a sincere, truthful diary, and then you share it with a senior. Share it with a senior at the end of the period, periodically. That will be, it will double the benefit of maintaining this journal. Yes, thank you. So we'll go to Ruchi now. We have some 20 minutes. We'll see. This is the fifth shower of nectar, Ruchi. See, after crossing Nishta, only Ruchi will come. You remember how often we are talking, why I am not getting taste in my chanting? I have been chanting for so long. I have chanted so many rounds. I am sitting in Brahma Muhurta. I am doing this, I am doing that, all these things. Yeah? Why Ruchi is not coming? Ruchi will come after Nishta. Now we are very clear. Ruchi will come after Nishta. We have to be patient. We have to be focused on getting Nishta. And what is Nishta? Nishta means steady bhakti, intense effort. That will give you Nishta. Then you are ready to enjoy it. Actually, how many of you know about Raganuga Bhakti and Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti? Would someone like to say a few words about both paths?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti means whatever the Guru dictates, like, rules and regulations, we just follow because Guru has told us to follow. But Raganuga Bhakti means spontaneously that love will come, that we, even if Guru doesn't say also, we'll wake up early, and it's out of love to Krishna. So we will only start doing everything as a token of love to Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ah, very good. Thank you. And where does this Raga Bhakti start in this ladder we are seeing now, starting with Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, etc.? Where would you place this Raga Bhakti? Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana?
Just before Ruchi, Prabhuji.
Correct. Correct. Either it can be at the stage of Nishta or people who even earlier had Raga, but they are following Vaidhi Marga. Because I still have material desires, I recognize that. So even if I have a raga for Krishna and for the bhakti process, but I still choose to follow Vaidhi sadhana strictly until I will reach the Nishta stage. So Nishta stage only, if you feel genuine raga, then you can take the appropriate guidance and you can go into the raga marga. Otherwise, for a Vaidhi sadhaka, only at the stage of Ruchi, this raga function will start operating. So spontaneous love when it happens. But if it doesn't happen, one is not supposed to fake it, one is not supposed to fake it. Raga means it also happens under guidance, but it happens under guidance of Raga Bhakta. But Vaidhi sadhana is for those who lack that raga, who lack that spontaneous attraction. They have to follow all the rules and regulations of that. So that way, Ruchi is an important landmark. Just as Nishta was an important landmark in the progression of Bhakti, Ruchi is also a very important landmark. Raganuga starts here. Let us start reading. When the golden coin of bhakti, so bhakti is a golden coin, devotion, shining effulgently by the fire of steady practice and propelled by its own energy, becomes fixed in the devotee's heart, then ruchi or taste for devotional activities appears. So, what nice language he uses. It is a golden coin of bhakti and it is shining effulgently by the heat, by the fire of steady practice. Then it glows, right? When the gold coin becomes red hot, it glows like that. It is propelled by its own energy. That means it is not being propelled by scripture, by the guidance of Guru. Oh, I must do it, whether I like it or not, I have to do it. That means it is propelled by the energy of Guru. Guru is propelling because you have got faith. Guru is using your faith to propel you. That is propulsion by external means. But if your own energy propels you, and then the bhakti becomes fixed in the devotee's heart, then ruchi or taste for devotional activities appears. So this is ruchi means for devotional activity, for shravanam, kirtanam, smaranam, for all these processes of bhakti, you develop a taste to visit the holy places, to hear Krishna Katha. This kind of a taste arises. When a person develops a taste for the activities of bhakti, such as hearing and chanting, which is vastly greater than attraction to anything else, that is called ruchi. So here a clear distinction is made. I also like to hear, I also like to chant. So have we reached the ruchi stage? No, sorry. Because you have other tastes also. You have other tastes also. Then no, that is not ruchi. When someone is giving nice katha, Bhagavatam, I like to sit and hear. Or someone does nice kirtan, I like to sit there and hear, even for hours together. Have I got ruchi? No. Because ruchi means the attraction is vastly greater than attraction to anything else, which is not Krishna, which is not process of bhakti. So we can easily judge ourselves. We don't have to get carried away that, oh, I sat in a nice kirtan and I shed tears uncontrollably. I just could not stop. I wish that kirtan will go on, go on, go on. I had such wonderful feeling. No, that's not ruchi. Ruchi means you have nothing for which you have the taste as you have for bhakti process. Far greater, vastly greater. Others have become insignificant. Then you can call it ruchi. Material attractions have become insignificant. Because you see, by now you have gone through anartha nivritti, no? You cross anartha nivritti to reach nishtha. So obviously in the stage of ruchi, material things have become insignificant. So we should not cheat ourselves to think, oh, I have got ruchi. Maybe too early I have got, but I have. It's not like that. Unlike the previous stages, at the state of ruchi, constant performance of hearing and chanting does not result in even the least fatigue. Clear? He is elaborating. Elaborating. You go on hearing kirtan 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, then somehow you feel, let me take a break. It is very good. I like to sit, but still I need a break. So when the thought of break comes, that means you are fatigued. So here he says, the least fatigue also doesn't come. That is ruchi. We are talking about something spiritual. Please remember, devotees. We are not talking about something material ruchi. We are talking about spiritual ruchi. And spiritual ruchi's quality is such that there is no fatigue, no tiredness. Just pick up Prabhupada's Leelamrita and read. When did Prabhupada display any kind of tiredness? There was a time when Prabhupada was out from morning to night, giving classes, going to different places, public programs, private programs, program in the temple, program in somebody's house. Midnight, after 12 o'clock, they reached in the room. Prabhupada, you must be tired. Someone said, Prabhupada, What tired? This is what keeps me going. I can go on doing it. That is Ruchi. Prabhupada displayed Ruchi. Many occasions, Prabhupada. Never was a time, oh, this is enough for the day. No, we have done enough preaching, we have done enough speaking, we have done enough translation. Let us now take a break. Never in Prabhupada's life. Till the last breath, that never happened. So you can see from great masters what is Ruchi. For us, if everything is going good, I go for book distribution. 1, 2, 3, 4 books are going. I never become tired, but then books don't go. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Then I become tired. That means I don't have Ruchi. So, very important part. Ruchi quickly produces a great attachment to the activities of Buddha. When you have Ruchi, then attachment, it is like Fevicol, you are stuck to that. There's no way you can get out of it. Powerful adhesive. Ruchi is a powerful adhesive. You just cannot give up the process of bhakti. This is similar to, he is giving an analogy to a Brahmana boy. Brahmana boy means he's studying Veda, correct? Who, after diligently studying the scriptures daily, so as a Brahmana, he's a brahmachari, he's been studying scriptures daily, and in time, grasping the meaning. He has now started understanding the meaning of the scripture. For a long time, he was just reading, but now, right? In psychology, when I studied, they taught this, initially, you start something new, you will see a quick growth in your skill. You say, oh, I'm making rapid progress. Oh my God, maybe I'm born for tennis. I am going to become a champion without doubt. Just one day I'm playing, and how wonderfully I'm putting the shots. I'm just putting, so I'm really great, For some time you feel you are growing rapidly. That is called, it has a name, I am forgetting. Then you reach a plateau. Plateau means there is no going up. It remains at that level. Your skill develops, but at the developed level, it stays. Sometimes it may go down also. And you start panicking. My God, what will happen? I'm not improving at all. But that plateau may stay for some time, even very long time sometimes, before the next inflection comes. Then again you grow. Again you reach a plateau. This is the way it happens. So here we are talking about a Brahmana boy. Now he is reaching that, he's understanding things. He's reached a higher level. And in time, he's grasping the meaning, finds no difficulty at all in applying himself to study. At that stage, reading Vedas, scriptures becomes a pleasure for him. He doesn't want to give up because now it's beginning to make sense to him. He's relishing. And moreover, he develops a pleasure in the task. That pleasure is Ruchi. He now developed pleasure. Up to now, he was applying himself to the study because there is a thing to do, duty. But now, Ruchi has come. So if we also do bhakti intensely, Ruchi will come. Because of a defect in the liver, he's giving another story, analogy. The ability to taste becomes affected and sugar becomes distasteful, bitter. Sugar, however, is also the medicine to cure the defect. Understanding this, an afflicted person like all of us, sadhakas, will take sugar daily. For us, we have to do sadhana daily. Though it may be distasteful, and eventually he will develop a real taste for it as it cures his sickness. For us, the distaste will go away. That is curing the sickness. We develop love for Krishna. We develop ruchi to start with. So that is where the sickness begins to get cured. Before that, it was indicated by anartha nivritti. Anarthas were going. But after anarthas have gone, you have reached nishtha, then ruchi develops. Not that ruchi was not developing before, correct? No? Do you agree with me? Not that ruchi was not there, like we are sadhakas. Don't we have ruchi? Will anyone say I don't have ruchi? No, we have. But it is still not given the title of ruchi. It will get the title of ruchi when you cross nishtha. When your anartha nivritti is done with, then you call it ruchi. But definitely, from the stage of shraddha, we have some taste, correct? But that taste should surpass your material taste. Then you call it ruchi. No, there's a race going on. One side your anarthas are running, other side your ruchi for Krishna process is running. And then what happens? Slowly, Krishna speed increases and the anartha speed slowly decreases. And over a period of time, the anarthas stop completely. And then Krishna overtakes. And then you call it ruchi. So till that time, it is not called ruchi. So this is the example. Understanding this, an afflicted person will take sugar daily, though it may be distasteful, and eventually he will develop a real taste for it, as it cures his sickness. So when we get ruchi, it is an indication that our disease is cured. Similarly, the jiva's heart, which is contaminated by ignorance and other kleshas, becomes cured of his material disease by the medicine of hearing, chanting, and other devotional process. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Suddenly we develop a taste for it. And till now, it was a duty. Now it has become ruchi. You cannot stop it. Which in the beginning may not be so tasteful and eventually develops a taste for the activities. Now, ruchi is of two types. What are the two? That which depends on an excellence of elements and that which does not. So two types of ruchi. One ruchi depends on the elements, other ruchi does not depend on elements. We will see what it is. Excellence of elements relates to an excellence relating to such things as Lord's name, qualities, form. For instance, a person may only experience pleasure from kirtana if it is pleasing to the ear and artistically sung, or may only relish topics of the Lord if they are delivered skillfully with literary ornaments and qualities, or may only enjoy deity worship if all the implements, place, and materials are of high standard. Understood, na? Good singer means I like kirtan. Good speaker means I like harikatha. A good or artistic person is doing the dressing, deity dressing, and they have got the best kind of ornaments and dresses, then I appreciate that. That means I am depending on the elements. This is just like a person with a weak appetite. This is a ruchi with weak appetite. Weak appetite means you want very tasty food. No? I want pasta, I want pizza, I want something very tasty, then only I will eat. Ordinary rice, sambar, rasam, I won't. That means appetite is not picked up. So, when notified of a meal, he will ask what type of preparation is there and of what quality, then only he will come to eat. But for a person who has good appetite, he will come to eat the most ordinary khichdi also. In the first type of ruchi, a slight trace of impurity is there. If you like a good singer, if you like a good speaker, if you like a good dresser of the deities, then you have a weak appetite. Right? There is an impurity there. Therefore, if a person depends on the excellency of the material elements of kirtana to experience a spiritual taste, one should understand that this is evidence of impurity in the heart. That means someone cannot even sing properly. They have a poor throat, bad voice, and they are maybe even coughing, and they are singing the holy name and offbeat, but you still enjoy it. That is, you have a very good ruchi, very good appetite. But for others, oh, so-and-so singing, I will come. For other people, I will not come. So-and-so giving harikatha, I will join. But other people, I don't come. Yes, have you experienced these things? So that's a sign of a weak appetite. Right. A person with the second type of ruchi, higher ruchi, will experience great pleasure wherever, whenever there is kirtana. He will not say who is singing, what instruments are there, who is the mridanga player, who is the harmonium. I just want. They enjoy it. He does not depend on the excellence of elements because he has actual depth in his taste. Now we understand what is a depth in taste. So this is possible. For us, it looks like, no, how is it possible? We need a good singer for kirtan. We need a good speaker for katha. Otherwise, how I can relish it? No, that's a weak appetite. They are speaking about Krishna. They are talking Harikatha. They are talking about Narsimha Leela. Anyone speaking, I will go. Anyone singing, I will go. That is the taste. Here, he is giving an example. One should understand that he has no trace of impurity in his heart. Oh, friend, giving up the nectar of Krishna's names, why are you engaging yourself in pursuits for security and enjoyment so hard to attain? See, our friend is talking to us. He is telling you, you have given up the nectar of Krishna's names and you are learning behind security and enjoyment. Why are you doing it? It's so difficult to get these things, security and enjoyment in this material world. But Krishna's names, the nectar is easily available. Why are you not tasting it like that? Someone is telling a friend, a devotee who's got ruchi is telling someone who doesn't have ruchi. What can I say? This is also a quotation. What can I say? I am unfortunate, for I am the lowest criminal, not realizing the precious gem tied in my garment. In my own garment, there is a precious gem, obtained by the mercy of the feet of my Guru. I have this gem. I have been wandering everywhere for a long time, and in that way, I have wasted my life. See, we have come to bhakti, correct now? We have been given the holy name, we have been given the process, but even now we are wandering. No? That is what he is referring to. The most precious gem is already there, tied in our garment, but we are still wandering. He is telling that. I have wasted my life. I've been searching out a cracked kauri. Kauri means, the shell, seashell. That's called a kauri. I've been searching out a cracked kauri, a spot of false happiness between the banks of the river of material engagements. I think cracked kauri means there is no pearl in it. Like that. I'm running behind it. A spot of false happiness between the banks of river of material engagement. Material engagements on both the banks, and in that river, I am looking for taste. Not practicing any anga of bhakti, I have simply manifested lack of energy. So deceitful I am cheating others. Such is my sense of taste that I lick up acrid tasting, profane gossip like nectar. I enjoy nectar, which is so poisonous for me. I am enjoying it and have remained apathetic to hear the names, qualities, and pastimes of the Lord. See here, a person having ruchi is lamenting. Correct? This is a lament of a person who has developed ruchi. See, how unfortunate I am. When I start to hear about the Lord, I comfortably fall asleep, Laya. And at any opportunity for vulgar discussion, I pick up my ears and become wide awake. That's called, what is the name of this? Apratipatti or no? Oh, no, not apratipatti. Vikshepa, right? Or kashaya also, or even rasa aswada also. We are just enjoying material pleasures. How unfortunate I am. I prick up my ears and become wide awake. In this way, I have contaminated the assembly of devotees. I am sitting among devotees, but this is what I am. They are thinking I am a devotee, but inside me, this is what is going on. And everything else I have polluted. Old and bent as I am, what sinful act I have not performed, simply for the satisfaction of my insatiable belly. I do not know what type of hell I will have to suffer for all my activities. This is a person with ruchi speaking. He is developing so much humility because humility is parallel. As you grow in bhakti, humility also grows. So here this person is lamenting. This is actually spiritual lamentation. This is a sign of ecstasy which is coming. In this way, devotee will despair over his previous state of consciousness with a taste of disgust. He is disgusted about his past life. Now he is developing this. Then in a remote place, see now what this person is going to do? In a remote place like a swan, he will begin reverently tasting and speaking the sweet topics about the Lord. The juice from the fruit of the desire tree, the great Upanishad Srimad Bhagavat. He will constantly converse with devotees to the exclusion of all topics other than Krishna. Like a curious spectator where Krishna Katha is going on, he will come. First standing, then sitting, then finally entering with full attention. This is what will happen. Someone having ruchi. There is a nice example of Srivas Thakur. Maybe tomorrow we will discuss about that. With full attention, he becomes fully attentive. He will take refuge in the Lord's dham and will fix himself purely in the Lord's service. He will simply shift himself to Vrindavan or Mayapur or Jagannath Puri and engage fully in service because he has got that taste, ruchi. Ignorant people will think he has gone crazy. So at the stage of ruchi, mind you, others will start thinking you are crazy. Last paragraph. The blissful devotional service performed by the expert devotees is like a dance. It's like a dance. The devotee begins to learn the steps of that dance, taken by the hands of the dance instructress. Who is the instructor or instructress? That is Ruchi. Ruchi is the instructor. And you are learning to dance, and she is teaching you, Ruchi. He learns all, experiencing an extraordinary, unprecedented, unimaginable, golden bliss which cannot be described. At the stage of Ruchi, suddenly all these adjectives are coming. Such experience. In what blissful realm will he come to exist when in time he is made to dance by the supreme master of dance, Bhava and Prema? At the stage of Ruchi only, he is experiencing so much relish and so much of ecstasy. Just what will happen when he crosses Asakti and goes to Bhava and Prema? How much we will enjoy. Like that, the chapter on Ruchi ends. So we will take up Asakti tomorrow. Devotees, if you have anything to say, please go ahead.
While hearing itself, we are relishing Prabhuji just by hearing these words. Very nice, Prabhuji.
Yeah, very true.
Hare Krishna,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Yeah.
I would like to sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart because only when I started reading the book, I understood that I cannot understand anything by reading the book, Prabhuji. So, Koti Koti pranams at your lotus feet
Yeah,
for
with
making
practice,
us
we'll
go
know.
through each and every chapter, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Vishnu Chakravarti path, it takes a little practice. But then,
Very complicated, Prabhuji.
no, in time it will come. Yeah. Thank you. Supriya Mataji, how are you?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandat Pranams, Prabhuji. I'm okay now, Prabhuji. My counts are a little better. But again, this is getting delayed. My next chemo. Hemoglobin is still low. Only if it improves, I can go, Prabhuji. So that is what. But only after the chemo, I will again go down. But now because hemoglobin is low, I couldn't walk and all uh, for some time. If I walk, I'm becoming tired like that, Prabhuji. So
For
that is
improving hemoglobin, I'm just asking you a doubt. Should you
so.
only take what the doctors give you, allopathy, or
No, Prabhuji. Dietary also it will, Prabhuji, but this time chemo affected all my good cells also, not only the cancer cells. So it has affected all my electrolytes. Everything went down. So it is not improved. They gave me 1 unit of blood also. It improved to 8 point something, and again it has come down, Prabhuji. I don't know what is happening, Prabhuji. I'm trying to take dietary things also, but it's not improving. Platelets somehow improved. Platelets really, we had a tough time. It was not at all improving. 8 units they gave, then single donor platelet,
platelets,
lot of.
we always knew that this papaya leaf juice.
Yes, Prabhuji, that I had 2 days. I don't know if it was because of that, but immediately it improved, Prabhuji. Their doctors were saying, no, we don't have sufficient evidence and all. But at home,
No.
my
I have
sister.
enough evidence. I have seen, personally witnessed this miracle. Where
Oh, okay,
injection for 10,000, 15,000 rupees, and it was somebody had a dengue, and the
okay.
person The count had gone so drastically low, 6,000, 8,000. And again
Oh,
injection, it is falling. But then they took
okay.
papaya leaf juice and immediately it's
Yes,
up to lakhs.
yes, Prabhuji, that's what next chemo also I've thought like do not to wait for anything starting itself little by little daily if I consume that drastically it will not go down. But they will not agree, no, Prabhuji. These
This is what,
doctors,
this is what.
uh, they will not at all agree. Then they said, why do you want to complicate? But we didn't think of
Why
anything.
complicate? Are they
Uh,
saying it is harmful? They are not saying.
That's what then we came and uh, I 2 days only I drank Prabhuji, it improved, but now hemoglobin is only low. But I have to finish this quickly, Prabhuji. But somehow something is coming in between. Let's see, Prabhuji. But now I've made up my mind this
Hemoglobin,
time.
are you on some kind of a normal diet or now your diet is very limited?
Normal diet only, Prabhuji. Normal diet only. I'm having this figs, then pomegranate, like that only, Prabhuji.
And another thing
Um,
is, if you cook on cast iron vessels,
oh,
iron will automatically increase in your system. This is found very effective. Actually, one time in the northeast part of India, they found that
okay.
the women had very poor hemoglobin and particularly pregnant women. So it was creating a lot of problems. So what they did, they gave an iron piece in the shape of a fish because they think fish is very auspicious for them. So they were
Oh,
told, put it in the rice when you cook. So
okay.
the rice is cooked with that iron piece. And then they
Oh,
eat that rice, their iron went up. That's all, no other intervention. It
okay,
went
okay,
up
Prabhuji.
significantly. So similarly, your sabji and all that, if you cook in, see, it will leave a black color on the food, but doesn't matter. It
Okay,
will
Prabhuji.
improve the iron. So these methods we have found that they are more effective than taking medicines. Iron tablets and all that, you either get constipation or you get loose motion, so many complications. But these are
Okay, okay.
simple methods that work actually. Whatever they
Okay.
say you may be doing, but you can do this in addition quietly.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. That's what
Let us all
to
pray. Please unmute yourself, everyone. Let us pray for Mataji's quick recovery and let her come back to action very quickly. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
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 Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Hare
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thanks to Get Back Your Association. Actually, yesterday I missed it. I didn't see that one program was there. I missed yesterday. Now also I joined late only. My sister only told join quickly, and then I joined Prabhuji. Thanks for your association. I'm missing lot of this class. This is very, very important for me, especially at this stage where I am going through lot of emotions. But I'm missing. But even one class, it really means a lot, Prabhuji. Thank you so much,
We
Prabhuji.
will all continue to pray for you, Mataji, and that you should be able to come back and start relishing bhakti and you
Yes,
start sharing your relish with others. We shall
yes,
continue to
Prabhuji.
pray for you. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank
Hare
you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandat pranams.
Danda,
Dandat pranams.
Danda.